Good morning and welcome to meditation and breath work. We will get going in a comfortable upright seated posture. You can have your legs crossed, you can have your legs outstretched. As long as you're sitting up, that's perfectly fine either way. You can always sit against a wall or, in my case, a bookcase if you want something to support your back. You're also welcome to place something under the hips to lift the hips a little bit, to let them open, allow the knees to fall out to the side. If your legs are crossed and if you feel any tension or tightness in the knees, then please place something underneath both knees, even if only one of them is talking to you. And find a place, wiggle around, ground the sits bones into the floor, lift the spine up from the base of your body, lift up through the head, gently tuck the chin, bring the crown of the head up to the sky, and find a way to sit still for the next 25 minutes or so. Take a couple seconds to get yourself situated. Sometimes it takes a while. Lifting the spine will allow us to get the breath fully in and out. Round the shoulders. Inhale, arms up overhead. Press the palms together. Exhale, bring the palms down through heart center. Inhale. Press the palms, gaze to the thumbs. Getting a little movement out of the way before we sit still. Inhale. Slow movements, feel the motion from the shoulder joints. And exhale, allow the hands to come down. Place the palms on the knees face down, on the knees face up, in your lap with right over left, whatever is comfortable for you. And again, find that place where you can sit still for the next 20-25 minutes. Gently close the eyes or soften the gaze and lift the spine away from the root. Bring the crown of the head up to the sky. Begin to focus in on your breath as it passes the tip of your nose with each inhale and each exhale. Make any last minute movements that you might not have noticed you needed before. And allow the breath to bring you to a still place. Finding stillness in the body first, and then we'll cultivate stillness in the mind. Bringing all awareness to the breath as it passes the tip of the nose. Allow the inhale to create space between the vertebrae, bringing the spine longer. Allowing that channel of energy to open fully. Allowing the breath to fully energize your being. Taking the next few rounds of breath to focus in again on the inhale and exhale as it passes the tip of the nose. If the mind wanders, bring it right back to the tip of your nose. Continue to lift through the spine. Shifting awareness now to the sound of the breath. Tracing the sound of each inhale as it enters past the tip of the nose, into the nostrils, down the back of the throat, and into the chest. Just noticing where the inhale happens to land right now. Exhale, gently press belly button to spine to help the rest of the air back out, up through the lungs, into the back of the throat, into the nostrils, and out past the tip of your nose. Press every last drop out to create space for your next inhale. And noticing the sound. along the entire pathway of the inhale. Feel the lungs and the belly expand as it reaches its final destination. Exhale, press belly button to spine. Again, notice the sound of the exhale. Noticing the variations from moving from outside the body to in and in to out in terms of sound. If the mind wanders away from the sound of the breath, gently bring it back. With each inhale now, gently elongate the inhale to a 4 count. Exhaling, everyone here. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Take one last sip in after your 4th count. Exhale, press belly button to spine. Press all of the breath out, creating space for your inhale. Elongate the exhale. And inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Take one last sip at the top. Exhale, gently press the belly button to spine, guiding the breath out. Long exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Take one last sip at the top, the biggest inhale of the day. And gently press belly button to spine for your exhale. Bringing your awareness to the pace and rhythm of this counting. And taking the next few rounds of breath to maintain that pace. Scanning the body now for any areas of effort, other than the necessity to sit upright. Allow any other areas of effort to release with each exhale. Give yourself permission to sit in ease, stillness, and comfort with each exhale. Release the crown of the head. Release the forehead and the brow. Release the eyelids. Release the cheeks. Release the mouth. Release the jaw. Release any strain or effort in the neck. Release the shoulders. Allow them to drip over the sides of the body. Release the shoulder blades down the back. Release the collarbones along the front part of your body. Release the low back and the mid back. Release the rib cage, front, side, and back. Release the abdomen. Release the pelvic bones and pelvic floor. Release the hips. Release the femoral heads and the hip socket. Allow them to release down. Release the quads. Release the hamstrings. Release the knees. Allow them to open. Release the lower leg. Release the heels. Release the top of the foot. Release the sole of the foot. Release the toes. Release the fingers. Release all effort in the fingers. Release the palm of the hands. Release the back of the hand and the wrists. Release the lower arms, forearms. Release the elbow. Release the upper arms. Feel the energy of the spine as it lifts as you allow everything else to release. Notice what it feels like with this full body release. Allow each inhale to feed the release and each exhale to more fully let go. Scan now your mind and your heart for any areas of effort there. What the loudest noise is that comes to your mind and heart at first. Allow the release you cultivated in the physical body to translate into your energetic body, into the mind and heart. Observe what that loudest noise is. And breathe into it. Each inhale brings clarity. Each exhale brings release. We're moving towards managing this loudest noise, not erasing it, but detaching from it. Release the part of this loudest noise that does not serve. Notice what comes up for you as you even begin to move towards this loudest noise. Notice if your breathing changed. Notice if your heart rate changed. Notice if any effort and tension crept back into the physical body. Notice the emotional energy that comes up associated with it. And breathe into it. As we move towards these loudest noises, it's a very purposeful movement towards. Moving toward it only as far as you can still respond and not react. Notice how the body responds. If it moves into reaction, the body begins to really tense, really kind of shut down. It's when the cognitive functions stop altogether sometimes, it feels like. When your shoulders might creep up around the ears. Acknowledging that there's a loudest noise. Acknowledging that there is a way to release. Releasing doesn't mean not caring. It doesn't mean not addressing it outside of a meditation. It means releasing that which doesn't serve in the moment to gain greater clarity to address it. But it also doesn't mean jumping over the edge, over a cliff. Continue to breathe clarity with your inhale. Release with your exhale. For the next few rounds of breath. If the mind wanders, gently bring it back to the breath. And then begin to move towards that loudest noise again. Only as far as you can respond versus react. Shift awareness now back to the physical body. Scanning the body for any area of effort. Thanking yourself for addressing the loudest noise in your mind or your heart. Observing it and working toward releasing, gaining clarity. Notice the ribs expand on the inhale, contract on the exhale. Releasing any area of effort physically that might have crept back up. Each release, each exhale, fully releasing that physical tension. Allowing yourself now to simply sit and experience that clarity and stillness that you cultivated during your meditation. Notice this experientially. Try not to label. Just notice and experience. Bring awareness now back to the sound of your breath. Notice the variation of sound as it moves from the inhale to the exhale, as well as from outside the body to within and within to without. Notice the texture of the breath, the temperature, and notice the joy the body feels with each inhale. And each release with the exhale. Notice the pause, the space between the top of each inhale and exhale, the bottom of each exhale and inhale. Allow that space between to be a reminder to be present and mindful. And even the importance of the breath, just one thing at a time. Bring the awareness now back to the passage of breath in and out at the tip of the nose. Maintaining all awareness at the tip of the nose. If the mind wanders or a distraction occurs, just bring it back. Don't chase it down. Don't push it away. Do not engage. Just bring the awareness right back to the tip of the nose. If your eyes have been closed, gently flutter the lids open. If your eyes have been open with a softened gaze, sharpen the focus. Press into the sits bones as you inhale, arms up overhead. Slow, purposeful movement. Press the palms together. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center. Follow the thumbs with the gaze. Bringing movement back to the body. As always, feel free to journal what came up. Exhale, bring the hands down. Place the palms under the knees. Begin to bring the knees together. Shifting side to side. Find some movement in the hips. Windshield wiper the legs back and forth. Tap the feet. Recross the legs. Inhale one more time, arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the palms to heart center. Bowing the head. Thank you for coming to your meditation today. Thank you for allowing me to join you. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. As always, please do journal if that's an expressive mode that speaks to you. Otherwise, hopefully I'll see you here next week. Have a good day.